Welcome everyone to Money Talk Show, the show where we have time to talk about money. Today, we are having our Money Talk Show pre-launch introduction. So let's talk about the thing that can bring your goals to life. Let's talk about money.
Yeah.
Hi.
No.
Wow, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm seeing you guys' lovely faces.
I hope everyone's been doing well.
Yes.
Yes, I have been.
Yes, I am back. I'm back in the US. Of course, most of you guys know that I was in Europe for a little while. First time visiting Europe, for my birthday, and it was awesome over there. Learn a lot. I was in Portugal actually, so I learned a lot about that country. At first, I was saying if I knew that it was Portugal, some of the stuff that they were involved with in terms of the slave trade, I wouldn't have gone there. But I'm glad that I did to learn a lot, But but it was good. The food was good. The only challenge that I have with them, nobody speak English.
Did you have the Spanish dictionary?
No, they don't speak Spanish either. I know a little Spanish, um, Portuguese.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness.
Port-
Right, so
so
you have your Portuguese dictionary.
yeah,
But
so
see, I had the same problem with students. I just recently downloaded a translator app. How
Mhm.
good it's going to work, I'm going to find out.
Oh, so wait, do you like press the thingy and then they speak in it and then it just translate for you?
I
The
think you
mic?
hold in like a pretend button and then they
Mhm.
speak into it and then it translates it for you.
oh,
Okay,
I should have
that's pretty
done
cool.
that. Yeah, the next time I'm traveling, I will definitely do that. But anyway, we are here this evening for our pre-launch. I think before the day finish or before the night finish, we will be setting the date for the full launch, which should be within another 4 to 5 weeks from now. So for those of you that are listening, you will be getting the notification. If you subscribe, and I hope you did, and share with friends and family and like. And by the way, I think you guys have been doing great. We just start promoting the page just a couple days ago, and we have almost 120
All right.
like I mean subscriptions,
Subscribers. Right.
Fantastic.
right? So I think we are going pretty well. And by the launch, we are hoping to get 1,000. And I know all of you lovely people out there that are watching us right now are going to help us to reach that mark. Wouldn't it be lovely, Amy and Monique, to see us reach 1,000 by the launch?
Let's try for 1,500.
It
Oh my
certainly
God.
Because,
would.
and I have a reason why I say that too, because we have a lineup of four awesome guests that is going to basically change everyone's worlds, our viewers' worlds. They're going to teach us about how to create this generational wealth and keep it. And they're going to also talk to us a little bit about mental health and just a little bit about all it is that they're going to do to give you tips and so forth, just to go forth in your life so that we can all have this money and we will be able to build on that and have it for generations to come, children, offsprings, everything. So we
Yeah,
are so excited to share with you our guests that we have lined up right now.
yeah, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and one of the things that I would like our audience to be aware of, if you are out there and you don't even realize that the 9 to 5 job that you are doing, there's something more to life. Or if you are there and you don't feel comfortable in that 9 to 5 situation, it is telling you that it's time for you to start your own business. That's how you get things come to your mind. So you're going to work every day and you realize that you are not comfortable. If you are not comfortable working, it is telling you that it's time for you to start to build a business for yourself. And on this platform, we are here to help you. We have our legal department, we have our accounting department. We can help you to start your register your business, get a business plan, get your website, get your business card, all of the necessary things that you would need to start a business. We have coach people to coach you, to mentor you, to also help. You're gonna be meeting some of the guests this week, next week, and the following week that will be able to help you to even get funding. We have bankers that are gonna be on our show as hosting their own shows and also being panelists at the same time. So you got this channel is a channel to build for business, for money, anything that related to money, ladies and gentlemen, you will be getting the right information on this channel. It's about entrepreneurship, it's about generational legacy, it's about starting your own business. And by the way, I know a lot of you have your money in the banks or in some different places. Watch the market. Watch the market. By the way, I just have news for those people that are living in America, in the United States. Within the next 5 years, 14 to 20 million jobs are going to be disappearing. Those of you that are listening, do you know who that is going to affect the most? Think about it, and we will be giving you the necessary information as you go along. So if 5 years from now, we are going to have between 14 to 20 million people losing their jobs, don't you think it is time now for you us to get prepared to make sure that you start your own business? Yes, it is full time right now.
Mhm. I could not agree more. I think that a lot of people, they have always wanted to do a business. They always say, well, I have this great idea. And I think that you have to kind of take a little bit of a leap, and you have to actually put your idea into motion. That oftentimes takes a little bit of a bit of money. However, you should kind of have some sort of plan where you expect that, hey, eventually this is actually going to not only make even, but make a profit.
And that is one of the reasons we have this platform. I know that Monique is not gonna be talking too much right now because she's gonna be talking a whole lot later on and so forth. So she's resting her voice. But for me and you, Amy, we are just gonna be keeping her company on and off and so forth. But
Sounds great.
this is the platform for those people that are thinking of having their own business. We are going to make sure that we have all of the necessary information for those people out there that want a place to put their money, want a place to hide their money, want a place to invest their money, or want a place to save their money and so forth. And if you had listened to some of our previous when we were doing like the what you call that party, the training party, Monique actually spoke about one of the I think Monique and one of the other young ladies spoke about when is a good time for us to really start to save. And I remember it was said on it that we need to start from 1 month, 1 month. If we can't do it, our guardians, our parents need to start to build to help us to save from an early stage in life. Because that's all, by the time you reach retirement, you will become a millionaire. And that is what our people, we need to learn those things. We need to learn how to be a millionaire. And on this platform, these are some of the information, and you are going to meet some of the people that can be able to guide you as to the direction that you should be taking to move to that next level in life. Because it is too bad right now to know that 80, roughly about 80%, I don't have the direct figure right now. I don't have the authority on that, but I think it's between 70 to about 80 or 88% of the people that have been retiring every single year retire in poverty. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. And we need to change that. And that is one of the reasons why on this podcast is going to be one of the number one podcasts in podcast community that you have in the world. And we are asking you, lovely people that are listening to us or that are watching us, to help spread the word each week. Please invite your friends and your family and associate to subscribe, like, and share, and you will be able to see some of the many different people that are coming on. And if you like them, you can request them to be back, or you can listen to their show that they are gonna be having on this channel. Right, Monique?
Definitely, most definitely.
Okay. So I know
Right,
I know some of your folks supposed to be coming on very soon.
right. So
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do a quick introduction. This person is the fund performance manager at Merrill Lynch. He is the 401k pension fund manager at Morgan Stanley and currently the Matista Group Financial Services or MGFS principal.
I don't
So
think I don't think I like this guy. With all of those lovely things that you are saying about him, Amy, we're not gonna like this guy at all.
I think we're gonna love this guy. We don't need to like
Okay.
him. I think we're gonna love him.
Okay.
So, he's a seasoned mortgage loan consultant with over 25 years of experience, and he has established himself as an expert in the field of lending. So, he specializes in four different credit platforms of lending from a paper, hard money, fix and flip, and construction developments. So his extensive knowledge are in these areas, and it allows him to successfully assist his clients in achieving their financial goals through tailored mortgage consultations. Sorry,
Okay.
tailored mortgage solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to be welcoming Mr. Nelson Matista. Yay!
I don't think I was ready for that interruption.
Hi, Nelson. Welcome to the Delta Money Talk Show. How are you?
It's fantastic to be here. I really appreciate the invite. Thank you.
You're most
Wow.
welcome.
Your face look familiar.
Mr. Glenroy,
Wow.
are you an ocean? Or are you close?
Um,
I said,
what was that?
are you still? I said, are you an ocean away or are you close?
Oh, I am actually in the studio right now. I'm right here in New Rochelle.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The man is
Yes,
international.
thank you. And Moni, can I just say something about Nelson?
What's that?
Nelson have helped a lot of my clients to get money. And we are not talking about small money. We are talking about big money. So that's all that I want to say right now. He have been a person that have been helping people in our community. And it's really nice to see him on this podcast. So welcome, Nelson. It's
Thank
been
you,
a
sir.
while we haven't seen each other, but so it's nice to see you on this platform right now.
It's a pleasure,
All right,
Glenroy. Thank you
Nelson.
for having me again.
All right. So for the purpose of this show, Nelson, like we just want to ask you some questions that we think that our viewers might be thinking or might want to ask. So we're gonna go and jump right into that.
Okay.
All right. So what is the first step to building wealth? Is it
Well,
credit? Because we know that like you're all about lending.
I mean, obviously, everybody knows that the importance of credit. Your credit score, your credit value, your credit worth is always super important. So especially when you're younger. And I remember when I was in college, the first thing they do is they offer you credit cards. And a lot of people don't want to take credit cards. I don't believe in credit cards because I feel like it's a form of slavery that you got to. But if you use it properly, you use it for your benefit. So my advice is always to start out with two credit cards, or get your parents to authorize you on two of their credit cards, and you absorb their credit.
Oh,
One very fast and quick and easy way. And this is a trick, and I'll let out. If I have three sons, so how I advise my sons, or I'll authorize them on two of my credit cards with a great long credit history, and as soon as that hits their credit report, they get 5, 6, 15 years, 20 years of credit history. So when the banks look at it, they already have a fantastic credit score. It delays the time of 2, 3, 4 years of building and building and making payments on time. It's a quick, easy way. But that's like the main entry level trick if you want to get into it. But always get two credit cards. You always need at least two things on your credit report.
I love that. I like that feedback. That's quite interesting. So
And listen,
I have
it helps everybody because everybody worries about their credit.
yes.
And if you find the little tricks on how to fool the algorithm, then because it's an algorithm, your algorithm runs you on Twitter, it runs you on Facebook, Instagram. It knows you, it knows what you want to buy, it knows what shirt you wear. So your credit score
It really does. That is so true
algorithm
because
knows
the
you.
algorithm is always bringing up all the shopping sites that I frequent every single step of the way.
Everything. Listen, sometimes I say things and Facebook will pop up and I'm like, how does it know that?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Is
We've
it-
had
is it-
conversations. And, yeah.
It's listening
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
Like I
No.
didn't even type this in Google. I didn't put it anywhere, and it knows that I want to buy patio furniture. Like, how does that happen? So it's the credit algorithm also monitors every move, but only shows up when you do something good or when you do something bad. There's nothing in the middle.
All right. So I know that you just told us like how it is that you can get credit and kind of keep it good and how to improve the credit. But can you tell us why is credit so important?
Well, it tells your story. When banks or any creditor looks at you, they're only assessing the risk,
Mm.
Okay, so
and the
they
credit
use the
report is the only
credit
way
to
they can assess
assess the
the risk.
risk. Oh,
Yeah, to assess
okay.
the risk.
Right, to assess
It's
the
very
risk as
simple.
to
Like
whether or not
if I
you're
would,
capable of taking a loan.
I mean, you got to think of it this way: if someone came to you and asked you for money, and they said, "I'll pay
Mhm.
you back," how else would you know they would pay you back? You need some kind of credit, something that tells you, yes, they have a history of paying people back, or no, they have a history of not paying people back. So it's very
That is
simple.
so true. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
All right.
Um, on that same note there, seeing that
Mhm.
this platform, Nelson, is about entrepreneurship, it's about business, it's about money. For those of our associates, our audience that are listening to us right now that want to start their own businesses, they have an existing business and so forth, and they need some money, whether it is bank money, when I say bank money, mean like regular mortgage, well, regular commercial loan or soft, so we call it soft loan or hard loan. Then you are
Mhm.
able to assist in those areas.
Yeah, that's a whole different area. Now you're talking about starting a business from scratch. You start an LLC, and every bank has an LLC or a small business to get a decent amount of money or a decent rate. You need to provide 2 years of your business taxes. Okay.
So
Um,
if so for this people that are just starting their business, it is not possible for them within a couple months so forth to get any form of finance.
There are microloans out there that'll lend at that point. Those products do exist, and there are grants that exist. There are organizations out there that'll start. You have a really good idea. There's venture capitalists. There's a lot of different platforms for a small business starting up and getting it. There's SBA. There's the Small Business Administration. You get the government involved. I mean, not the best loan, but it helps. So there are startups, but startups are you're not going to get the big money unless you have a fantastic idea and you see line up with a venture capitalist. But there are
So
there are ways to start up and startup funds to infuse capital into a good idea.
I don't have a desire for a loan, but just out of curiosity, because of two things you've said, YouTube, when you hit a certain amount of subscribers, makes you sign paperwork because you still have to start paying taxes.
Yep.
And then Patreon, at a certain
Yep.
level, they say you now need to sign paperwork to start doing taxes. So would both of those, if you could show 2
Well, that's
years,
exactly. So if you can show that you're developing an so put it this way: if let's say I'm generating, let's take a roundabout number, $100,000 a year, okay, in gross revenue. So my gross that I'm reporting on my taxes, $100,000 before I take away any of my obligations, before I pay my interest, before I pay any loans. Well, obviously we don't have loans yet, but before I pay any deductions like obligations, office expenses, advertising, marketing, all that stuff, right? Banks will, after 2 years, you show 2 years of that production, banks will lend maybe 10 to 15% on that money with good credit. And so $100,000, you'll get like 10, 15 grand if you generate that. So there's your small micro loan. If you make $1 million, you'll get $150,000. And then you can scale it up because there's different levels of credit criteria.
Gotcha.
So if you think about it in a different way on the credit platforms, I always equate it to, we have 4 doors, and each door gets a little uglier and a little harder to walk. And it's easier to walk through. So first door, you get the best rate. You're going to get the best bank. You're going to get the best terms, and you're going to get, a certain amount of money. But then there's the second door, and your credit can be a little banged up. You might even get a little bit more money, but the rate is going to be much higher. And then there's a third, and there's a fourth door. So there's 4 different levels of credit platform that you can lend on, and it's for small business startups and it's for established businesses. But there's always a need, because if we can provide and show proof of the ability to perform in that loan and repay it, then there's a good chance we can get you the money. Listen, we're the money guys. We'll get you the money. We'll find a way. If you deserve it, we'll find it. And maybe if you don't deserve it, we'll find it. It's okay.
Yeah. That is one thing about Nelson. He always find a way how to help you to get funding. You just talk to him, and for those of you that are watching us, some of you might have gotten loan through Nelson already. He's gonna be on this platform. This tonight is just an introduction, right, Monique? So
Right.
you're gonna be seeing Nelson on this platform. You can be able, which is gonna have more time, not just a couple of minutes like what is going on tonight, because we are in the process of a pre-launch. So when we fully launch, Nelson is gonna be on the program for about an hour or 2 hours, or maybe two hours. So you
2
guys
hours.
can be able to.
You're obligated. You're putting me on. But listen. For 2 hours, I'm gonna have to have a coffee break. I'm gonna need a foot massage. I'm
No
gonna
problem.
need to be pampered, please. Okay.
With the amount
Let's
of
start
clients,
writing a list.
with the amount of clients that you're gonna be getting calling you, you can be able to have all of those people doing it for you while you're on the show.
No,
We just
fantastic.
take a 10 minutes break, coffee break, massage break, and all of that, and then you'll be back ready to go again.
Oh, fantastic. Listen, I wasn't born in this country. I'm a first generation. My parents migrated here, and it's very important for me to give back and to show people, what we've learned and pass it down. Because if growing up, if my parents knew what I knew now, things would have kicked off sooner. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, building generational wealth. It's all about building on the pyramid of knowledge and passing it down so that you
Definitely.
can, so every time you grow a little higher, you grow a little higher, you grow a little higher, which is the whole purpose, I'm sure, of the show, is to build
But
that.
but by the way, can I ask you where your family originated from?
We're Dominican. We're from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, wow. I want
Mhm.
look. That might be my next vacation spot.
Li- Listen,
I've
if
never
you
been to Dominican Republic.
if
That I am I think the next booking, I'm heading right over there, Amy.
it's gonna be
That sounds great to me. I like anywhere warm, so anywhere that.
if you need money, I can get you money there too. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God. Well, look here. We are gonna be talking after the show tonight. I think Monique also want to talk to you. Amy want to talk to you, and some of the folks that are watching gonna want to talk to you later on. So
Fantastic.
it's really nice to see you, Nelson,
All
and we
right,
are
guys.
gonna be talking later.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
guys.
much, Nansen, for giving us a little
Thank you for
taste.
having me on anytime. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Wow,
Ciao,
awesome,
ciao.
Lovely
awesome,
to meet
awesome.
you.
Love you to meet
Nice.
you too, Aim. Take care.
Okay.
So, welcome back, guys, to our show. This next person has developed and managed major projects like Coney Park, which is an amusement park that is based in Jamaica. Caribbean Satellite Network, which was a television network based in the USA. Kingstonian Hotel, which was a 2,000 room hotel based in Orlando, Florida, and several other major real estate projects. He is the owner of Price. He's the owner of Half Price Shopping Club, and we are going to be welcoming Mr. Delroy Cohen. Hi, Mr. Cohen. How are you tonight?
Very good, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, very good. Thank
Hi.
you.
Hey, Mr. Cohen,
Yes.
you want to share a little bit about, you want to share anything before we start? And-
No, first of all, this is my first time on this podcast, and I just want to congratulate you and congratulate everybody, and would encourage, as many people as possible who are here to invite others to come on a timely basis. I think the information that you share here regarding money is very important for everybody. So, I just want to wish the show well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cohen. We really appreciate that. All right. So, with regards to building generational wealth, and probably entrepreneurship and carrying that forward, you had went ahead and you started your own business called Half Price Shopping Club, right? So, what would you consider to be the main purpose of the Half Price Shopping Club? If you can just give us another quick introduction.
Right. Yes. The Half Price Shopping Club was designed to do two things. One, it's designed to allow people to save money, and the second thing is for them to make money. So, these are two very important aspects of life: saving money and earning money. And the Half Price Shopping Club saves money because just by the name, as the name suggests,
Mm-hmm.
members receive 50% discount with half price on everything they purchase from the shopping club. So once you become a member, everything that you purchase from the shopping club is purchased at half price. The other thing is that we also offer a lot of basic products that people normally buy in the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
These are where a lot of people are spending money on a monthly basis. So the
Mm-hmm.
savings is real. These are not luxury items where people would probably buy them once in a while if they have some money, extra money. This is real savings basic household necessities that they would normally need. So that's number one. But the other part is that whenever somebody refers somebody to the half price shopping club, they make money. The company has a very good compensation plan that allows them to earn $50 for every single person that they refer, and they keep earning money every time those people shop. So this is really a big money earner as well as a big money saver.
Okay, so basically, the half price shopping club persons are able to earn and make money at the same time, and I really like that idea. I've not seen that strategy here in the island of Jamaica, so that's quite interesting. I have a question. What are some of the things that you would suggest that can help the average family to better manage their money then in that regard?
Yeah, so managing money, first of all, you have to make a budget. People are spending without a budget. Because if you get there is always so many things to spend money on. So if you spend it without budgeting, without knowing what are the most important things, then you probably are not going to spend money. So the first thing a man should be doing is to make a budget. Sit down on paper. What is it that you have to spend money on? And there you can see how you pay out that money without coming into your hand. That's the first thing.
Oh,
Second thing, of course,
Delroy,
is
I
that
hate to jump in
you
for just one
yes.
second. Would you be able to just repeat your last line?
Yes, please. You were breaking up really badly.
Oh, yes. Okay. So did you hear? I was saying that one of the things that everybody should do is to try to develop a budget, whether it is a weekly budget or a monthly budget. Then you should operate with a budget. That's one very good way of managing money. When money comes into your hand and you have no plan, no budget, then it goes and you cannot even account for it. You don't know where it went because there are so many things that can take away that money. So that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, of course, is that in your plan where when you have money, you have to always calculate saving a little bit of that money and not spending everything. Even if you're earning $100 per week, you should at least put aside $10 or 10% or something
Right.
because there is always going to be emergency things that you never planned for. So these
Mm-hmm.
are some basic things that a lot of people are not operating by, and therefore they find themselves in trouble, all the time because they are spending without a plan, they are spending without a budget, and then at the same time, the word savings is not in their vocabulary.
Okay. Right. We would find that a lot where persons are just spending, spending, spending. There's no saving. And then when, things start happening, they're like, where do I turn? And then they start going down this rabbit hole of a loan. And then they're in debt and credit scores are all messed up. So I totally agree with you with that. Definitely. Um, as we come to a close, because you do know that this is our pre-launch, and I'm going to ask you one more question, Deroy, and then we can close out with you. Um, where do you suggest that people save their money to get the best interest rate and to get the most benefits from their money? What's your suggestion with that?
Right. So an insurance plan, a savings plan, an insurance savings plan is one of the best places, and I'll quickly tell you why. It because it
Okay.
gives you everything that you need to prepare for in the future. So an insurance savings plan, for example, something like what they call an IUL here, it's a savings. You put away one money and it is a savings. But at the same time, it gives you some life insurance, which is something that people they will need if they pass away to leave something behind for their family. But at the same
Definitely.
time, that life insurance provides medical benefit and long-term care benefit and a number of the other things that people need to save money for. So we're just putting away one money. You have savings, you have insurance, you have medical benefits, you have long-term care, you have everything just in one plan. There is nothing else out there that gives you that kind of benefit all in one plan from putting away one single amount.
All right. And is there like an amount that persons can start with, or is it like a
Generally, they can
percentage?
start with what they
Yeah.
can afford. Yeah,
Generally, they can
generally
start
we
with.
talk to people about with what they can afford. It's based on affordability, based
Oh,
on
it's
their affordability.
affordability. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. All right. So if they can
Yes,
do
yes,
like a 50 US, or anything, it's whatever it is that they can afford. Okay, I really like
yes,
that. All right,
yes,
Delroy. We will be looking to have Mr. Cohen back on our show so that we can expound on a lot of what he has to say. And we would like to thank you so much, Delroy, for coming on our show and blessing us with your
yes. Thank
presence.
you,
We really appreciate it.
thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful evening and thank you so much for your time.
Yes, all the best now. Bye bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Okay, okay.
Delroy.
So so one of the things that Mr. Cowan was talking about when you asked him that question, and you guys have heard me talk about it before, and a lot of you that out there watching us right now know that in New York they call me Mr. IUL. Um, uh, I should say in the tri-state, maybe across the United States, because I've been on the radio for roughly about 8 years. Mr. Cowan have been on my show. This is the studio where we broadcast from. Um, so you asked a very important question about where to save. And I think I remember I told you that we should start saving from a very early stage in life, like from a child reach 1 month. The child is not able to save and is her own initiative. But we as parents, grandparents, our guardians, supposed to, if we are talking about generational legacy, that is where we start from. So there's a program by the name of $1 Million Baby. Mr. Cowan is also a part of that, along with myself, Dr. McLaren, and a lot of the folks that are watching us, listening to us right now. So that program is very important to save. And for those of you that need more information on that, you can call us. You can go to our website. You can get more information on that as we go along. But building generational legacy, we should start to save at a very early stage in our life. So we just want to thank Mr. Cowan for coming on. It's such a pity that we were not able to
And
see.
I
Yeah,
Oh, I
yes,
just want
Amy.
to send shout out. I should have said it while he was on here, but I want to thank Mr. Cohen a lot. I also want to send love out to Althea, who has officially one of our first comments, and it is lovely to have you on the Money Talk Show, part of the Money Talk Show family, and we plan on having Mr. Cohen on more, as well
Yeah,
as all of our guests. And so we want to thank you all watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're about to have more fun.
right, right.
All right.
So please like, subscribe, and we should be having our launch sometime within the next 4 to 5 weeks time. We are gonna have a big party. We don't know how that is geared up, what is going to be happening and so forth, but we are gonna have so many different. Maybe we are going to have all of the different persons that are going to be on the channel. Everybody will be out saying hello to you guys. You will get to meet the whole cast and everything. But tonight we are not gonna be talking too much because I know Monique have another two guests that are in the backstage waiting.
Yes,
So
I
yes,
do. All right. So, guys, we have another guest that's here for you. She is a very young branch manager at a very well known financial institution in Jamaica. She's also a YouTuber that speaks about mental health. Her YouTube channel is called Let's Chat with Connie. So,
wow.
welcome,
I know that
Connie.
name. I know that name.
Connie,
Wow.
hi, Connie.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I know that name also, Mr. Walker. I know that
Hello,
name.
hello, Connie. It's been, oh my God, it's been years.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
Oh
here.
wow, it's nice to see you on this platform.
And thank you guys so much for having me. This platform is really, really helpful as it regards to people and investing. Also, just how important finance is because many of us we don't know the importance of it. So we are grateful for this show and we hope that it will be a great success.
Of course,
Definitely,
it will be
definitely.
having you as a part of this show and on this channel. Definitely, it will be.
You're making me feel like a celebrity.
Of course, you are a celebrity. I mean, if you have been on her channel already, and I mean, she have a lot of guesses on it that giving some awesome information. And by the way, can I say right now, even if what she's up what Connie is about right now, mental health, even even during the time when we met and everything was going okay, if there's no other time that is relevant or important, is now. Let
No,
me tell you something. Almost the whole world is having mental health right now since this pandemic that they just had recently, and
Mm,
still going, and people still going through. So
that is true.
it's really nice to have somebody on this channel to be dealing with the hard situation. Actually, you are sitting in a very hard place right now, Connie, and there's a lot of people out there to be helped. So take it over more.
hey, hi, Connie. So
Hi,
I have
Mo.
a few questions for you, real quick, if you don't mind. You
I
know,
hope they're not too hard, but I'm here.
come on, Connie. I think you'll be fine.
Thank
So,
you.
how does mental health affect financial freedom?
Oh, so that's a very, very good question, Mo. As it regards to financial freedom and mental health, you know that those two really coexist because we are not able to make conscious decision if
Mm-hmm.
we're not mentally stable. And the world itself right now, you know that three-quarter of the world itself, we undergo mental issues, even including myself. And that's basically what my channel speaks on. It speaks on having mental issues, but at the same time, accepting the fact that you do have it and trying to be better so you can make better decision on a longevity basis. So it really affects financial freedom because you're not able to think straight. You're not able to think straight to make conscious decision that would literally enhance like the whole generational wealth that Mr. Delroy had spoke about earlier, and also what Mr. Walker had spoke about earlier. It's very important for you to set a legacy and set a foundation that will carry on your name itself, or just to make yourself a bit stable financially. So basically what it's basically saying is that you have to know where you're at mentally, physically, emotionally, in order for you to make wise financial decisions.
That's very deep, and I definitely agree with you on that. And I would also like to add spiritually. as
Yes.
well to that as to
Yeah.
kind of ensure that person's work. It's all about the mind and the spirit on the
Yes.
inside that we bring forward, that we act upon, and
Indeed.
make these decisions and these choices. All right,
Yes.
so how do positive contributions of a healthy mind lead to financial freedom?
As I had mentioned before, but first, let me just say this. I want to say this to everyone that is watching. I am not a certified professional as it regards to mental health. However, I speak on mental health because I have my own experience and people around me also shared their story based on their journey. So I can only speak on my journey, where I've been and where I'm at, and also listening to other people and what they're going through. So to answer the question now, the positive contributions of a healthy mindset, and how it leads to financial freedom, I
Right.
I think that I've already answered that in question one
Well,
because
that's true. You are
I think
definitely right.
I think
Okay.
I've already done that. But the positive contribution is that you
Mhm.
can build that legacy because you're
Yes.
thinking straight. You know where you're at, and because you know where you're at, you can literally make those decisions. Because let me tell you something, when it comes to money also and mental illness, some people they take it to a different level. Some people can even become spendthrift. You know that when some people are depressed, sometimes that's what they tend to do. They tend to
And
overspend, just spend, 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 because that's what they do to ease their mind. So to
yeah.
be in the right mind, that will help you to make more conscious and responsible decisions.
All right. Do you have any suggestions for maintaining a good mental health though? I know that you're not certified, but what is it that you do to maintain a good mental health and that you can suggest to persons out there that are viewing and listening?
Based on some suggestions that I do have is live in acceptance, guys. Live in acceptance, do not live in denial. It's okay not to be okay. And as such, you can evaluate yourself. And by evaluating yourself, if you see that you're going down a road which you know it's not you, seek the professional help that you need. And if you don't want to go to that extent, find someone who you can trust to speak to about your problems, and they will try sometimes also to see how best they can actually seek that help for you. Because as it regards to people being ashamed of mental health is something that we don't even speak about, because the first thing that comes to people's mind is that you're mad. It's a total different thing. That's even in Jamaica, where I'm at right now. The first thing when that comes to mind when you think about mental illness is that you're crazy, you need to go to Bellevue. Well, people, let me tell you, that's not it. You can be stressed, and the stress leads to depression. There are different levels, there are different stages, and there are different types of mental illnesses. And that's why it's really good for you too to seek the professional help that you need, so you can know where you're at and what you're basically going through. So for me, what I did, I live in acceptance. I accepted my situation. Once I accepted my situation, then I was able to seek the professional help that I needed. So
but
that's worked
but
for me.
but Connie,
Yes.
um, you are on the ball right now. Can I give? But I think there's another side to that too. I think even the people within your surrounding, in your family, they they also maybe need to get that proper training too, that they can be able to deal with the people that are around.
Yes, indeed,
You
indeed,
understand?
indeed, indeed.
So, because sometimes we, especially the Afrocentric people, we don't understand mental illness, or I don't even know if I should I call it mental illness, or is there another nice terminology?
There's no
Um,
nice term. You just have to say it. It's mental illnesses. It is what it is, and we need to accept it is what it is.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. You just start a serious fire right now, and Monique, whatever it is, you have to make sure that you have Connie at least once a week on this channel, because I mean, there's a whole look here, guys. I'm in the United States right now, and we have almost 400 million people. Almost 400 million of us over here is crazy right now.
I want to
And
give a shout out, Mr. Walker, to Shanika Brooks because she's in agreement with Connie real good. She said so true. Go
look,
ahead,
no,
Mr.
for real.
Walker.
Anybody that have survived this pandemic right now is having mental illness right now. Because until now you can see some of them still on the road. They are still wearing their masks. That is telling me that that they are still going through. Look, some people still wearing 2 and 3 masks right now, and
Yeah.
sometimes you are wondering if you should be afraid of them, and they are wondering if they should be afraid of you. And then at the same time, we are hearing that it's not over.
Yeah.
Next year, are we in 2024 right now or 2025?
None of
What
the
is,
above.
so I heard that there's another one coming in another year or two from now. So look here, we need for all of for all of those people that are looking to maybe start their own business. You need to start a mental health business right now, because there's a whole lot of money for you to make in the future, because our people are seriously sick, and that's why we have this platform that we can be able to find solution. We can be able to help you in the different aspect of your life. If you see the different topics, and we are going to be posting them during the course of the week. Because next week Tuesday we continue every Tuesday at this same time. We are on until the launch, on the launch date, and even after the launch date, we are gonna be on a Tuesday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. But then there are gonna be different days that we are going to have different people like Connie on a regular basis and so forth. And Connie, I think you really, I don't know if you start making any money from this mental situation yet, but I think you really need to start put things in place and start hiring people, because on this platform you're gonna be getting thousands of people calling you that are having mental situation, and I will be recommending some of them who know I might need to come to you right now, because I want to make sure that I build and leave that generational legacy, not just for the Walker family, but basically with all of the Afrocentric people. This is what this platform is about. And I know, where's Amy? Is Amy still around?
She's here. She's in the back. She's
Okay,
backstage.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
she's
okay.
backstage.
So it's a pleasure, Connie.
Don't worry,
Nice
Shanika
seeing
Brooks.
you.
One moment. Shanika, definitely will be having this conversation every Tuesday at this time. So not to worry. We have comments, Mr. Walker, from our followers and
Okay,
viewers.
okay, okay. So nice to know that. So this is a platform that people can actually make suggestion to the different people that the different guests are, the different panelists are hosts and so forth, and that will give us an idea who should be having their own show. Earlier we have Mr. Delroy Cohen and Mr.
Nelson.
Matesta. Um, and the thing about Mr. Cowan was at a location where we were not hearing him properly. So we need to have him back more, that he can be able to, because Mr.
Definitely
Cowan
next week.
have wealth of information, and I know we have roughly a whole list of people. I think next week you have like another 4 to 5 or 6 persons coming on next week. So ladies and gentlemen, please continue to share, subscribe
Bye.
and like, and the notification bell. I think there's a notification bell. Amy will be telling us a little about that, to click on that notification. So every time that we are on, you will get notification when Connie is coming back to talk about mental illness again. Because Connie, I'm telling you, I think I want to give you the number one rating for tonight.
Ah.
Look,
We need that leather coach so that we can come.
It seemed that way.
oh God, yeah. But we thank everybody. We thank Mr.
Yeah.
Cohen. We thank Nelson, and we thank you, Connie.
Thank you.
Yes, and you. It's really nice to see you. We haven't seen each other for years now, so it's nice to see you on this
Thank
platform.
you.
Right.
Thank
Okay,
you. My
Mo, take
pleasure.
it.
All right. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow.
Woohoo!
Welcome back,
Yes,
Amy.
Hello, hello. Connie was awesome.
She
yes,
was.
yes.
She
Definitely,
definitely was.
definitely.
As a matter of fact, I would just like to shout out to all of our persons, all of our guests that were here today. We're talking about Nelson Matista, Delroy Cohen, and Connie. They all provided us with great information, great takeaways, great tips, great points that we can actually use going forward. So we're looking to have these persons back at some point. So just subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon below so that you can be notified every time that we have a show. So it's going to be 7 to 8 Jamaican time and 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. American time.
And those people that are in Europe, it's gonna be 3 o'clock their time. In those of you that are watching us from Europe right now, if you are in California, California time. Amy, what is California time?
It is 3 to 4 hours.
Right.
Is that
So yeah, we're gonna have to check that out to make sure that we do these posting because we have people even in the Philippines that are watching us right now. So
It's
we need to
6:04 right now for
six?
Cali.
Yeah.
6:04,
okay,
they're behind us.
or they are behind
We are
us. So
technically in the future. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, we are. We're in the future. Let's just give a quick shout out to Carrie Ann Bassiana and Anicia D. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate the feedbacks from everyone. We're talking Althea, we're talking Shanika. Alexandria was all up in there. Shanika, Carrie, and Anicia. Thank you, guys. We really
And
appreciate
Althea.
the interaction.
okay.
Woohoo. I just want to point out that you have this. I feel like one or two more. You were doing an outro right there, but that's okay. Wasn't she a great host? Anyway, thank you for joining us on our Money Talk show, the show where we talk about money on our pre-launch introduction, where Mo had fun introducing you to 4 fantastic people. They gave their financial advice to you and will be coming on in the future for more fantastic podcasts. Buttercup also says hi. I want to thank tonight's hosts, Mo, Alex working backstage, along with our executive producer, Glenn Roy, and myself, Amy, is sending you love. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. This upvote helps the algorithm send our content out to new people, building our audience, viewers like you. But also subscribe if you feel like joining the Money Talk Show family, then hitting that bell icon to all so that you can see more of us in your feed by seeing our premieres and joining our live streams. That's right. Welcome everyone in chat. Lovely to see you. Like our future episode, our launch party, as we bring you more expertise and experience talking about the one subject that will bring your goals to life.
Wow.
Money.
Yeah.
Yes. See you guys.